Where's Compas?
Yeah, we are.
There you go.
Hey.
There you go. Okay, all right. We got proof right there.
That seems like he's asleep. Need you to wake up, Gilbert. There's a lot of energy.
Come on, Gilbert. Let's go.
Come on. Dan and Daygo is at Moe's.
I'll show you. I'll show you. I got it right.
Okay, that's it. You guys, I am done with mine, but that's couldn't get better than a 2026 6th-round pick swap for a 7th-rounder. So
Freaking love you, Chad.
Hey, dude. Too, man.
Compas on the beat, man. Derwin James signing off, man. Watch Compas on the beat, man.
Welcome, everybody, to What's Up Bowl Time. Fernando Ramirez. I know we are starting a little bit early before the game's over. We're still at the 2-minute warning, but Dan and Daygo's a busy guy. He has to go to sleep. I know tomorrow's a long day, coaching, everything. So we wanted to jump in here a little bit early. Sorry, S Magma 59. I know it's a little early. There's still 2 minutes left, but Dan has a busy schedule tomorrow. I have to be at the gym at 5 a.m. So I was like, okay, let's get this going, and 2 minutes left. So yeah, come on in, everybody, hang out, chill out. Obviously a good win for them. 20-9 over the Raiders. I know the game's still not over, but all they need to do is just knee it out, and that's it. But all right, let's get a certain individual in here who was saying last week, hey, got to go 2-0. This is a big game. They need to go 2-0. You're 2-0 in the division, 2-0 in the season with the Broncos coming up. He said, get in there, put this thing away. There's one thing I learned about this defense, and I'm going to share it with you guys in a little bit, but let us bring in the individual that said they have to win this game. Let's go and get it done. That is Dan and Daygo.
Thank God Almighty. The game went the way we wanted to. By the way, I don't know if your mic's on, dude.
Mine?
Yeah, it sounds like an echo.
Oh, you're right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
How am I now?
What?
How am I now?
Yeah, you sound better.
Okay. Awesome.
How about me? Do I sound fine?
No, you sound great. You look great.
Hey, shout out. But I love what he already asking the hard-hitting questions. Do you think we bring in another offensive lineman or edge rusher via trade? I honestly think they need to look at edge rusher. With Khalil Mack going down, you don't know how long he's going to be out. I don't think Thule and Bud Dupree are going to be enough. And that's going to be an interesting thing to watch because, again, obviously I'm sure you'll know more Monday, Wednesday, whenever they do their injury stuff. But that is a huge loss, especially, it's terrible to see guys throw their body in and totally just screw teammates because they don't want to tackle correctly. That really just bothers me. But, you didn't do it on purpose, obviously, but my God, we need to learn how to tackle. That way we try and avoid these things.
Look, my biggest takeaway from this game, Dan, was obviously was the defense. I mean,
100%.
Deion Henley came in, and you guys could see him during the game. They had him on. He kept on doing the oxygen mask. He kept on, but he played hard. He finished the game with 10 tackles, 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss, 2 passes defended, 1 QB hit, and 1 interception. I mean, especially when it comes to being sick and everything, for him to have a game like that, that was definitely very impressive by Deion and this defense, Dan. I mean, let me run the numbers for you. I know you're a numbers guy. You like analytics.
No, I can't stand computers.
The Raiders only got 218 total yards, Dan. They averaged 3.4 yards per play. They had 150 passing, 68 on the ground. They threw 3 interceptions. Dan, they were 0-3 in the red zone.
Beautiful. I love it.
That was it's pretty impressive to see the way they were able to go in there and handle this team. I mean, a lot of people were talking about how how this Raider offense looked very good against the Patriots, and I said, hold on a second, like the Patriots are one thing, they're still trying to figure it out. The Chargers have an elite quarterback, they have good receivers, they have a different style of team than the Patriots. The Patriots are still trying to figure out, do they piss in the toilet or do they piss in the little what's it called?
The urinal
the things that kids use.
Oh, the potty, the toilet trainer or whatever.
Yeah, the toilet trainer. Like they don't know what they're doing yet. So this was going to be completely different for sure. But again, I was very impressed with the defense. I thought the defense did a really good job. They disrupted Geno a lot. They were hitting Geno. Guys, I'll be honest. GS, what did Louis Riddick say? I was very surprised when Tito Ogbonna was not in uniform tonight. I was like, oh wow, that's pretty interesting. But like GS said here, Naquan Jones, he played really well. Deshaun Hand played very well. I think Hand had another sack in this game, which is very impressive by him. Jamari Caldwell got his first sack of the season. No, he did not have a sack. I apologize. It was Khalil Mack, Jamari Caldwell, and Dayon Henley. Dan, thoughts on the defense?
Oh, it's funny. I knew they were going to wake up in the morning and piss excellent. Here we go. What is he talking about? 1 in 3 teams. Doesn't this guy know they're barely going into week 3? You got to put on your glasses there. You're not reading the headlines correctly. I don't know what's going on with this guy. So I knew they were going to wake up in the morning and piss excellence. I knew that was going to be the strength of the team. So, I mean, the funniest part to me was this guy thought he could complete a pass over my boy Derwin James. What are we even talking about? Go back to the film room, son. What are you even talking about, thinking you could complete a pass over my dog? He made him pay a few times tonight, so that was wonderful. But really, I want to move to the offense because I think that, to me, was the bigger problem again like last year. I think Robert D hits the nail on the head right there. They easily left, I would say, 14 to 21 points on the board. The biggest problem I have is, again, when it comes to fourth down play calling or goal line play calling, Greg Roman is trying to call things that, and don't get me wrong, he did for the most part a pretty good job tonight, but you see this Jekyll and Hyde and you're like, what's going on? Stick to what works. What are we doing? And, the fourth down play, I don't understand the logic behind that to begin with. Like, I don't mind going for it, but you're bringing in a specialty guy to run a fly sweep on 4th and 1. Guy barely took any reps in the game. And it's like, how is that intelligent? Like, defense clearly knows it's coming to him. He's in there for a reason. I don't know why you just wouldn't trust Herbert or spread him out a little bit, see if Naj or Amarian can get something.
Yeah.
The goal line on 3rd down, when they're going heavy and trying to run it in there, that hasn't been their strength for probably decades since the Schottenheimer era. Like, what are we doing? And then just some of that stuff was pissing me off. And then, a few times I thought, Herbert was getting a little greedy instead of taking the check downs and keeping the chains moving. More importantly than anything, I think offensively they need to understand is like the big plays will come, but they need to milk the clock. They need to get 10 to 15 plays a drive, control the clock. I didn't think they ran the football enough tonight. I don't know if that was just me.
They ran the ball. They ran the ball 26 times for 81 carries. 9 of those carries were from
26 carries. Really?
9 of them were from Justin Herbert.
Okay.
8 by Najee, 8 by Omarion.
Yeah, 8 by Najee, 8 by Omarion. Okay, but
I know what you want. This
what
is
do
what
I want?
This is you as the.
You pull it. It's a secret.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a secret. Your dummy O's can't even run a simple draw. And you got secret formations. Shit for brains. This ain't no fucking saying loud.
It's called the UP.
Exactly.
Oh, it's the OPU. OPU.
Mississippi Valley State's averaging over 40 points a game with this offense. Overload the defense on the strong side, burn them one on one the other.
You got a bad attitude and you don't listen.
Exactly.
We do things around here my way. You understand that? You think you're in some fancy school? Bullshit. You
I love this movie.
Smarts. Makes me wonder if you know the difference between a sneeze and a wet fart. You're going to be second string all your life, boy.
I love that movie so much. Yeah, like we got some comments in here. 100%, Robert D. Ladd was open a few times and he kind of missed them.
The one where he was open down the field, and even Ladd, it was a third down and they didn't end up getting it, and Ladd kind of goes, like we almost had it. Like
there was a few times. There was a few times with his decisions. I was kind of like, I'm not gonna, obviously again, never played quarterback. Never want to, but my God, there was just some of those you're like, oh my goodness, too bad he couldn't notice it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then right here, Robert D, same thing. Herbert was a team leading rusher for like the 8th time in his career. Not good. 100%. Supposedly these guys are the wizards in the run game. We need to figure it out. The tight ends were getting beat by Max Crosby all night. So why are we going heavy, Frown? Why are we trying to put in so many people in the box?
Yeah, I thought
I get this comment out of here. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's past his bedtime. No one cares about Jordan Love and everybody else. Jordan Love's it's so funny. I'm not even trying to go down this route, but my boy's more of an athlete. That should tell you everything. So
I really thought that in the second quarter, like I thought they were showing some good going into the second half. I thought they're going to come out and they're going to start kind of dicing up that defense, and for some reason
he should have.
Yeah, I thought it was smart that Herbert at one point started going to check downs. Again, I understand that Najee didn't have that strong of a training camp because he didn't have a training camp.
Yeah, literally.
He was basically going through all the medical stuff they had to go through. Why not give him more carries? Why not give him more time? Like Najee needs to see the ball a little bit more. I did not see one negative play from him, Dan. The one where Max Crosby kind of blew up the play and you thought he wasn't going to get the first down. He kind of lunged himself forward.
Yeah, he fell forward.
He was able to get the first down. I think they should start running Najee a little bit more to kind of take away the pressure from Omarion. I'm hoping that Omarion doesn't have all this pressure on him where he thinks, I need to be good. I need to do this. I need to do that.
There was a few times where he touched the football and you're like, this is what I'm talking about, dude. That's why you're a first rounder.
Exactly. Yeah, I definitely
Can everybody just shit on this guy, please, in the comments? That's so crazy. They beat the Lions and they beat what Slappy did they beat on Thursday? Yeah, who?
The Commanders.
Yeah, the Commanders. The team that there you go. More importantly, thank you, Robert D. Smash the like button. Shout out to you, my guy.
I again, the struggle was on third down, 4th and 11. The play calling, like you said, Dan. Oh, I love the win, but left unsatisfied with it. Defense 100%. Bailed out the offense. A lot to be desired. They should have ran the ball more. Harris
I'll take a win any day. You know what I'm saying? No matter how ugly, but
yeah, no, I get that. I mean, the thing is that last Friday was the cute game. Like they did everything perfectly. They were able to throw the football. They looked smooth. You have to be able to win ugly games. Tonight was an ugly win. I mean, you kind of have to take it. It's a divisional game. Divisional games are a lot harder than just because the Lions made it look easy against the Bears over
the weekend.
Over the weekend doesn't mean that these divisional games are that easy.
And you know what's the funniest part? A different Charger team fumbles or loses that 4th down or whatever. They go down the field, score, and now it's a game, and now you're hitting panic mode. You know what I mean? Like, we've all seen that before. But I think my favorite thing that's so infectious, in my opinion, is that at least the defense, because the offense still needs to pick it up, but the defense is playing with such a swagger and unison. Like, I seriously thought it was going to be a problem not having Khalil Mack, and obviously he was missed, but they were still at least getting enough pressure to move him off his spot, make him uncomfortable, I mean, for God's sake, he threw the ball away on 4th down when he's down by 11. Like, what are we even talking about?
Yeah,
and
no, I agree.
Swagger and that unit cohesion needs to get over to the offensive side at ASP.
Opposing offenses are 1-6 in the red zone in 2 games. And you have the Chiefs' high-powered offense that everybody talks about highly, and then you have the Raiders. Both the Raiders went 0-3. These guys, the Chiefs went 1-3. I think that's pretty impressive when you see. And then tonight,
top of the division, undefeated.
Tonight there was no blown plays. There was no plays like last week. Both the what's his name? Hollywood Brown catch down the field on 4th down, and then the Travis Kelce blown coverage. There was none of that tonight. So that was good. That's impressive. That's good that
Dude, the DBs for the most part, my God.
Tarheeb
still, you would have thought he was a linebacker.
Tarheeb
Right? These guys were
still-
making plays all my boy, Unc Tony Jefferson. I'm telling you, that guy needs to play, dude. He can contribute. I think he should be on the field. You know, there's some other people I would sacrifice for him. So, but 100% Robert D again. Just 3 points scored after halftime needs to be much better than that stat. 100%. You know, again, tonight offensively, they played good enough where the defense played great. And you need to start, if you want to be a great team, you need to start raising the level, right? You need to score more than 20 points a game so you can, and then again, like more importantly than anything, keep drives alive. I would love to know the stat on how many 3-and-outs there were tonight. Defense played a lot of reps, a lot of plays, and you don't want that. You want them on the sideline, chilling off their feet, drinking some water before they have to get back out there.
No, I completely agree, Dan, especially because, like you said, you needed the offense to stay out there so the defense could get some rest.
That's right. Where's the Eric D. Williams cam? He's probably very upset. He's probably in tears that his Pete Carroll did not win on his birthday. He's probably upset. The Pete Sexuals of the world.
I truly believe that they are on the cusp of getting it together. Again, you're going to get games like this. You're going to get games like you got last week. I thought tonight they were more sound defensively than they were last week, but obviously offensively they weren't as sound this week. I thought that the Raiders got some good pass rush. Again, I feel like sometimes we think about the Raiders and we still think this is Josh McDaniels or it was what's his name?
Exactly.
Antonio
overrated.
Pierce
Got his money because of Storm Norton, dude.
We think about those coaches, but with Pete Carroll, they're going to be tougher. They're going to be a lot they were a tough team to get out tonight. They looked different. They did not look the same as they did in years past.
Yeah.
I thought the Raiders
just defensively how often they frustrated Herbert in the offense.
Exactly.
They were like a pest.
I feel like the Raiders are coming. But I definitely think I definitely think that
oh damn it.
I definitely think that a win is a win, like they've been saying, but I really think that the Raiders are going to be good in a couple of years. They just need to kind of get some stuff settled out. The thing is, the difference between the Chargers and the Raiders is that the Chargers had Justin Herbert and the Raiders still don't have their Justin Herbert. They have some good weapons. They have some good players, but they don't have that yet. But I definitely agree. I think the offense really struggled. And then that fumble that Omarion had late in the game, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that kind of stuff. By the way, Tarheeb still 9 tackles, 1 for a loss, 2 passes defended. Again, Tarheeb still had a very strong game. Him and Dayon Henley were all over Dayon Henley, Derwin James, and Tarheeb still were all over the field tonight. They were the big winners. When it comes to the offensive side of the football, Ladd had 5 catches for 48. Keenan had 5 catches for 61 and a touchdown. And Quentin Johnston had 3 catches for 71 and a touchdown. So the one impressive one was Trey Harris, 2 catches, 34 yards. So obviously you want to see those numbers go up, but as far as efficiency, I mean, Herbert 19 and 20. Herbert started off the game, I think, 0 for 4.
Yeah, or 1 for 5 or something.
He ended up finishing 19 of 23 for 242 and 2 touchdowns.
I like that. 19 of 23. I like that.
That's not. Well, no. He finished 19 of 27, but take away those first 4, he finished 19 of 23 the rest of the game, and for 2 touchdowns. So again, it wasn't sexy, it wasn't pretty, but again, it's a victory, and you're going to need to learn how to win these ugly games, especially with some of the opponents. Like, I'm going to tell you, I think next weekend's going to be ugly. Like, it's going to be an ugly game between the Broncos and the Chargers. I think it's going to be a defensive battle between both teams. I think that the Giants are going to be a tough out for the Chargers in 2 weeks. Dan will be there. So if anybody's going to be there, and you see Dan.
The biggest thing I want to see moving forward is taking control of a game. That's what I think this. Well, I mean, I didn't watch last week, but that's what I have yet to see in this offense. I'll even talk about just the Harbaugh era. I've yet to see them really take over a game and ice it and put teams away. Like that needs to happen pretty soon. And then I was just gonna say, I just hate this guy. I hate this guy. Get him out of here.
Ooh.
Go to bed, cheese-eating bastard. Enough of your comments and your negativity. Okay, but
what?
This guy, what is Tim Med talking about? It isn't. You guys are full of shit. Okay, well, kiss my ass then, dude. All good. Whatever. I don't even know what that guy's rambling about. It isn't. You guys are full of shit. Okay, whatever. Cool. I can spell shit. You don't need to ice it out. Anyway, moving on. What was I gonna see? Now I don't. Well, that's fine. Moving on. It was a solid win. More than anything, I just want to see the offense. Oh yeah, this was the biggest thing to me too, Brett. I don't know why we had Thule dropping into coverage. I didn't understand that either. Oh, yeah, exactly, Angel. Hilberto's burner account. Yeah. Got a bunch of trolls in the house. Whatever. Who cares? Anyway, what else do we need? Good win. On to Denver. I think that'll be 3-0. Let's see. Let's look at the schedule. I honestly...
You want me to get you the schedule, Dan?
Huh?
Oh, Dan, here you go.
What?
According to ESPN, the Chargers join the Packers as the only teams that have yet to give up a first half touchdown this season.
There you go.
Oh,
yeah, I think we'll be good. I think we might make it to 4-0, honestly. The Commanders
think so?
Maybe 5.
Well, the Commanders supposedly are what's his name is hurt, Jaden Daniels.
I should get a Diet Coke. Jaden Daniels is hurt?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. We're at home versus the Broncos, so that's great. Yeah, like I said, that's why when people were saying we were going to win 9 games, 8 games, I was like, I don't know if you've seen the schedule, buddy. There's a few of these teams where I'm willing to put my
Dr. Chow basically tweeted out Pro Football Doc. He put Khalil Mack left elbow whatever the dislocation, basically.
Yeah, that's what I figured it was. That's what it looked like.
Hard to return today. Can in coming weeks with a brace. No surgery despite torn elbow ligaments. To X-ray to rule out a radical head fracture. Okay.
Oh, really?
So basically, according to this dude, he can come back in a couple weeks. So that should be good. But I still think that the Chargers need to look elsewhere for pass rushing.
You can't just have him, dude. You can't just have him. You need to really and you know what's crazy? I just love seeing Derwin also all over the field. That is absolutely just so fun to watch. I can't get enough of it. And again, kind of trying to wrap this up because we all got work tomorrow and things of that nature. Solid win. You'll always take a win. It's all about striving for more. It's all about building up towards the peak, right? We're not going to be like the Green Bay Packers and peak too early and then plummet later. So 100% good, solid win. Again, teams in year past would have blown the lead, but they didn't. So obviously you'll take a win where you can get it. And now it's on to Denver, I guess. I'm not super worried about that, especially if you could start off 3-0, not only as the record, but in the division. Like that's going to be pretty solid. And hopefully, I think put you on the right spot.
Obviously, without looking at the number and the numbers and all that stuff, you have to kind of tip your hat off a little bit to Trey Pipkins. I thought Trey Pipkins had a solid game.
Oh, 100%. He's improved a lot more, which is great. So that's
Mekhi looked good.
Who?
It's just the Mekhi Becton. Zion, I thought I had an okay game. Bozeman still has a little bit,
especially some of those he whiffed on some of the few inside runs, and you're just like, dude, come on, like help me help you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I completely agree. And you had said this last year, Dan, is that when we talked about Trey getting moved to guard, you had said, I don't know, he he was just getting comfortable as a tight end or as a right tackle. Why would you move him now? And now they moved him back. He's looked a lot more comfortable for sure. But
exactly.
But yeah, no, I definitely, Brett, I do agree. Run game and edge room worries. I wouldn't say that the run game worries. It's just it's getting like they're slowly going to get unravel that. I think next week they're going to have a chance to run against Denver. I don't think Denver is a very good defense against the run. So definitely going to be interested to see what they do. And then Daniel Jones was having success against that Broncos secondary. So we'll see if Justin Herbert can do the same thing. Quentin Johnston is a first Chargers player with 3 touchdowns in the first 2 games of the season since Antonio Gates did it a couple of years ago, Dan. So definitely something interesting there. Yeah, Alex, I do agree. They're going to run the football against Denver. I think they're really going to try and do that, especially with some of the.
Especially, I think Patrick Surtain got hurt over the weekend. I don't know what's his status or.
They haven't said, but I mean, he came back in the game and played. But again, I thought Dante Jackson had a strong game as well. Both of them, Dante Jackson and Tarheeb Still, I thought I had a great game. Derwin, Deion Henley. Again, the defensive line looked a lot more sound today. I'm not trying to blame or anything certain players, but it looked different tonight than it has in the past. So
100% controlling the line of scrimmage. You hadn't seen that.
Oh, Dan, I have to show you something. And then we'll get out of here. Sean Merriman, I guess, was at the game. And look what he did to the Raider fans.
Look at this stuffed ass right here. Stuffed ass. Slow down here. Stuffed ass.
He's like the unk out there, dude, talking shit.
By the way, Dan, you were right. Tony Jefferson, great performance by him.
100%. My guy needs to play.
I thought Tony gets thrusted in there at random times, and he goes and he really plays very strong. So I definitely think that he did a really good job. Dan, do you agree with this guy? He put Justin Herbert top 3 quarterback. He's behind Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Oh, get out of here, Lamar Jackson, dude. Who'd you say, Josh Allen? I'd still take my boy. I don't care. I'll take my boy over all those losers. It just makes me laugh. Like that guy, the cheese-eating bastard, they don't get tired of hearing their own voice. Like, my God. Just trying to blow up this chat in here.
Deion Henley tweets out, flu games are overrated, 2-0.
Exactly. I love it. 2-0. On to 3-0. Let's get it going. I cannot wait.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like I said, strong,
self-obsessed.
Oh, he's getting. Oh, look at this. This is funny. Angry. He has an IV.
Oh, really? Already? Damn.
Yeah. Look at his face.
Oh, it's swollen.
Well, he just looks like he's sick.
Oh yeah, he looks exhausted too. They were running around all the time.
I mean, and like we said, he had a very, very strong performance. So
100, dude. The defense looks stellar, dude. Like that's next level how good it looked. I can't wait to see how much it's gonna grow.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. All right, folks. Don't forget, tomorrow we will be back. We will be back tomorrow for the 4 Compas. Don't miss out at 5:30. We will start. Dan will come in at about 6:20, 6:30. Dan, Gilberto was saying some things today. I'm gonna wait until you get on the show to tell you what he said.
I hate this guy. Smash the like button, dude.
I appreciate it, cheese eating bastard. You are the best. That's my best friend. That's my guy.
That's your pet. You girls are cute.
Did you just? Never mind. All right. I definitely appreciate everybody who jumped in here.
Raider Solo, shout out, dude. I respect it.
We'll be back. We'll be back Thursday for the preview. We'll see if we can get Broncos beat reporter to jump on and you guys can get a little bit of some of what they think is going on in Denver and with Sean Payton and everything. So we'll definitely be back Thursday. Make sure you guys tune in. Like I said, Tuesday, the Four Compas show. Make sure you guys tune into that. And yeah, great week. Thank you to everybody who jumped in during Lunas Live. We're definitely having a lot of fun with all those. If you guys want our thoughts on the Canelo Crawford tomorrow at the beginning of the Four Compas, that's what we're going to start off with. I know Gilbert wants to wait off a little bit to hear what Dan's thoughts were on the game tonight. So we'll definitely get into all that. But Raider Solo, appreciate you for jumping in here.
Shout
but
out
yeah,
Raider Solo. Hey, thank you for actually being dope. There was some guy in here who was an asshole. So
and then we have our we obviously have our guy that we love, our Dan's number one Raider fans.
Joe.
Again,
Solo.
thank you guys so much. Robert D, Mars, Raider Solo, Angel, Cheese Eating Bastard, Alex.
No, not him. Not the cheese eating bastard.
Alex, all you guys, thank you guys so much who comment. We definitely appreciate it. We love having you guys in here. We love you guys chatting with us. You guys are definitely the best. Don't forget Thursday, be back around 6:30. We will 6:30. We'll have the preview on. So you guys are the best. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your guys' week. And Dan, why don't you get us out of here?
Like, comment, subscribe, be a compa, tell a compa, and don't forget, we'll never find out why John Cena became The Rock's bitch.